Not with the government. I'm out with the people in.
Back roll.
You are now tuned in. Get ready for some soul grooming. Topics we choose in. Designed to expand the mind frame as time change. Playing for your heart in these courts in a dying game. So we broadcast this podcast to a wide range. To connect to political, spiritual individuals. Consciously correct so the intellect don't cripple you. They know it's a rap when I enter the chat. I as in we, cause I represents us. Those who bear arms drop bombs for the defenseless. Why they on the fences? We out here in the trenches. Past and present message so they won't really lynch us. Lend me your ear, hear what they fear to discuss. 360 degrees, full circle like a discus. But the opposite of identified, we solidify. The realest guys look through the realest eyes. Maybe you realize 119 MG is where the real reside.
Parties enjoying the game.
Yo,
I as in we.
Yo, what's going on?
Yes, good morning.
People out there, my name is Jamel Lott. I'm Jackie's oldest son.
Hey.
The oldest one.
Yeah.
This is 119 Media Group, and today we are back shooting Real Talk 360.
What's that?
Well, we talk about what's going around in the world. 360 degrees, half of 360 degrees is what?
Oh, man.
180.
180 right here.
Somebody told me you don't do a whole you don't supposed to. If you do a whole 360,
you back the same.
Yeah, you back at the starting point.
Yeah, you like where you was when you left.
Yeah, but we changed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you do a whole 360, we finished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That means full circle.
Everything's going to come full circle. Yeah. That's what 360 means for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know we've been going for a little while. We had some technical difficulties. Difficulties. We had some stuff going on.
We live. Are we finished with them?
We make mistakes.
We still having them? We still having them?
Hey, shut up, man. Straight up. Get on my nerves. That's Corey Grant over there. You know what I mean?
Already know. Man, stand up.
Yeah,
we keep them on point.
Yeah, right.
Keep them on point.
Right.
Whatever, man. You don't even know what we're talking about.
It's good to be
straight up.
Sustained.
Yeah.
You right. You
Straight
right.
up.
I'm ready though.
Hey, yo, you ready?
Whatever's
ready
though. Yeah, whatever it is.
We can talk about
I
it.
like
It's
that.
We can talk
whatever,
about
man. Let's talk about
anything.
it.
Yeah, anything. We can talk about anything.
Hey, y'all don't even know what we're going to talk today. We might talk
cool.
about Kamala Harris. We might be talking about Trump. We might talk about Cam
Anything.
Newton. Anything that comes wrong.
Anything.
But it's not gonna have any difficulties. No difficulties.
Your cousin.
Oh God.
Straight up.
Oh,
man.
We back,
People
though.
already
We
there.
back 119.
Yeah.
Like you said, we
We got Roger Mack out here.
Yeah.
What's happening, Raj?
Whoa.
What's happening?
Peg, what's up, Peg?
And to the left of me, to the death of me.
Hey, it's me, man. Dory McAllister representing Timminsville all day, every day. Hey, Timminsville, stand up. We getting ready for homecoming in a little bit. Homecoming.
Where y'all gonna have your homecoming?
Downtown Main Street, baby. Downtown Main Street.
Man, that's a kilometer.
Hey, PK. Downtown Main Street.
I love Timminsville, though. Every time I hang with Timminsville,
They told me, man, and I believe this to be true. Besides Wilson High School.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you better check it out. Huh?
Let's go.
Besides Wilson High School, come down the main street of Timminsville.
Oh no, man! You need to come to 29532.
See, I tell you,
Yeah,
I give everywhere they props now, man. I ain't
Straight
one
up.
like that because
But
even
man, Dollars will do it.
7-1 be crazy.
I'm trying
It be
to tell
crazy,
you.
man. It's just like everybody.
I'm gonna invite you, but they ain't gonna come because they say it's Timminsville.
Everybody homecoming now. It's some legitimate alumni out there, man.
All the
Some
DJs.
people getting their grown on. So we
best
just set it
DJs
off when
that
we come back
DJ
home.
right now in
Because they no
Florence,
place like home
from
though.
Timminsville.
Now, the homecomings
Who you gonna
everywhere
get?
be on fire.
All of them.
Everybody got some cousins in Timminsville
Hell yeah.
or Darlington. And we everybody.
Let me tell you about people. Stand up.
Straight up.
Connections.
Yeah.
You talking about people
Okay.
getting this.
Smart Alec from America in front of me.
Yeah.
To my
American is
left.
on. That's right, baby.
man.
You already know.
My
Corey Grant
guy.
in the building.
My
you know,
guy.
10 toes.
Oh my God.
Let's
Y'all
go.
funny.
Yo, and my boy sitting to the in the right in front of me.
4-3-3-7-7-3.
Oh, this is season now.
Oh, it's the
Because he
season?
about to do some gigs.
Oh.
Homecoming season, he gets some gigs too, man.
It's upon us.
It's a party
It's
everywhere.
upon us.
It's a party everywhere.
yeah.
Everybody partying.
And not even being from here. Mr. 973 to the 843. I'm back in the building. I missed this. I've been gone for a minute.
Hey, yo,
Oh, for a minute.
the only reason you got them gigs, I told him, oh, yeah, that's my boy, man. Yo,
Hey, you got to put him on.
Yeah.
I take it how it comes.
You got to put him on.
Man.
Put him on.
I told him he used to be on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was a good show.
Yeah, 106 in Park, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he knew Joe. They say you know Joe Claire.
I was during that era.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And Big Lance.
Prince.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Working for the temple in here. What's going on, man? What you want to talk about today, man? We'll have to have you on here one day. I need to see.
Who that?
Need to meet you working for Temple. He be on, man.
Oh, yeah, he always on.
Yeah, he say some good things too.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
We love
Yeah.
it. Appreciate
Yep.
the support,
Yep.
brother.
So what's been going on, man? What's been going on at
Man, I missed y'all. It's been a while.
Well, why since we been here?
nobody was
No.
talking to you, man.
Oh, man, he ready. He told you from the jump. He ready. He ready. Fielding other people questions, man. He ready. That's how you do it. Ready.
Hey, Corey, what's been going on at the crib, man?
Oh man, I've been having a good time, man. I'm enjoying life.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, when you
Yeah.
in a good place and you appreciating the small things, man. That's
Yep.
what it's all about,
Yep.
man. And you know, good times,
Yep.
good people. It's just a good time, and I'm happy, man. You know,
Yep.
So how the
like
girls
spread
doing,
the
man?
joy. Man, it's been so long, but since school started, man, I feel like I thought we was prepared. We had the calendars, we had stuff on the calendar, but it's just the surprises, man, and then the doctor appointments, man, and then the oh man, the
Hey, yo.
gangs moving from one place to the next place,
Hey, yo.
practice being canceled, and oh man,
He got to do that late fatherhood thing.
Oh, we was just talking about
Done.
that. Yo, props to everybody, man. Who
Done.
all of y'all who had y'all kids.
I use my New York
in the
accent.
20s,
Done, son.
Y'all who had your in your 20s and your early
done,
30s. Man, props to y'all, because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, y'all empty
Yeah.
nesting it right now,
Yeah.
man, and I'm
Yeah.
sweating it on the sideline. I'm like, I'm out here, I'm still out here, man, grade up. But I'm out there. I'm out there making the most of it. But man, props to y'all. But I tell you, when y'all used to have to,
Yeah.
bunker down and settle
Was in it.
down, and I was outside.
Yep.
So it's one 360.
So you got girls though. So check this out.
Yeah,
you
too.
got girls.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy. I know you do. Embrace the moment. Enjoy the moments. Every single moment. And we talked about this.
Yeah, man.
Every single moment matters.
Not I have to, but I get to.
You get to. I took my daughter to college, A&T,
Uh-oh.
2 weeks ago. We dropped her off. We put everything in the room. When I got on the interstate to come home, I was sick as a dog.
Ooh.
I was sick as a dog.
How far you made? 30 minutes? An
Oh
hour?
man, it was the whole ride back. I was sick. I came home and got in the bed.
Oh.
And I laid down and we went back the next week, right? And somebody told me, y'all just went and dropped off. I said, because I texted her. I said, how was your first week of school? She just texted back, rough with the stars. It was rough. I said, get your stuff. Get your stuff. Let's go. Let's get on the road. Get your stuff. Let's go. Because I can take her out. I can pull out. I can bring you home.
Okay.
Y'all, man, that's why I was with it.
Right.
I was sick. I
Oh,
was
man.
sick. Yeah, enjoy it. You only get. Enjoy this.
I will, man.
I called her, and I called her in the house
blowing her up.
because she always have my lotion. She always take the lotion, so I'm looking in the house for lotion. And I was like, "What the lotion?" My wife, I don't know the lotion at. And I said, "Caitlin got my lotion." I said, "Caitlin," and she at school. I said, "Yo."
Yeah.
Let me get on the road. Let me get on the road again.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I got out the family chat.
So yeah,
the group
man,
chat.
having a good time, but sorry for interrupting.
No, you
man.
good. I'm out the chat. Yeah, 'cause don't take me out of the chat. I can't do it.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm weak.
Having a good time.
I'm weak.
Yo, what's going on over there?
Hey man, things is shaping up. And like I said, me and my wife took a nice, beautiful trip to Atlantic City, go celebrate family. The anniversary of someone's birth. Because I don't call it say birthdays. The anniversary of your birth. So we went up there to celebrate somebody's anniversary of their birth, and we had fun. We took the wife to Atlantic City,
Look at-
chilled
look
out, get some
Anniversary of their birth.
and get some good some good old food that you don't normally get down here. You know,
so
it was cool.
intelligent.
So it was cool.
I hate when they go back to New York talking about they ain't got that down here.
They don't. I'm saying, man.
They had that good New York water, man.
That pizza, you
man.
know,
On steroids up there, man.
they got it.
Man.
So you went home fronting.
Listen, there's a lot of franchises down here. You gotta get that, the nice bomb and pops.
They don't got that down. They don't got that back in South Carolina.
Yeah, you know what I mean. No French hot.
I mean, I'm from here. I'm on him. You know,
We got a lot of mom and pops.
I like that. I like where I'm from. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about.
We know you. Well, you know you ain't from. You from Queens
Lafayette Garden. Lafayette, man.
Yeah.
You gonna get a slice of pie.
Look what Roger Mack said. Roger Mack said, "Cut it out." But it was a great weekend though. It was a great weekend. I, especially when you get to enjoy it with just your wife, no kids. We had, we had a kid-free weekend. So it was great. Definitely was great. So that was
That wife, no kids thing is huge.
Yeah, especially when you don't have it all the time.
It's on the way, man.
Oh, I forgot you a little people daddy too.
Oh yeah, you know that. My boy Corey. My boy Corey had to tell you a little part of me. Mine's behind Corey. So
you're a little people daddy too. Yeah, you got little people to take care of. I looked
at it. My man, his son graduating college and got another one graduating high school.
Yeah,
like right after you.
I love it.
I look at me and I was like, man, I'm in elementary.
I'm watching the journey. I love it for you.
Elementary school.
George, tell them wait till they start asking for money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, I got some of them already. Though, so you know what I mean.
Oh, it's crazy.
I got a college one about to graduate.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that teenager cranking it.
Hey, working for Temple, you say you got a question for men with girls. Go ahead and just type that in there and see what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Girl dad for life.
So what's up with you, man? I saw you took off this weekend too. How was your
What's
weekend?
going on with you?
Oh man, I was in Virginia, man.
Hey now.
I was in Virginia, man. I had a good time, man. I was with friends, old friends, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we started acting like we was on the block again. Dominoes, spades,
at the same damn time.
Yeah. I'm talking about. That's what's up.
People going 120.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. I said
on the highway.
My brother got a scat pack, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I let my homeboy. He was driving me. He was driving us around there. He said he wanted to drive. So we was going through tunnels, right? And every time I hear my brother hit the gas, it go bah! Mm-hmm. I look over and I see my truck talking about 104.
Wow.
I looked at my whole boy. I said, yo, this ain't no scat pack.
Slow this shit down.
So he slowed it down. But again, I hear we still driving. Then I hear my brother hit it again. Wow. I just looked over like this. I just seen the numbers going, woo, woo, 2 numbers or 3 numbers. I said, man, I can't wait. I ain't going to let him drive no more.
Get me out of this one.
Man, I ain't going to let him drive no more.
Behind the wheel no more.
Yeah. You can tell the difference from when you was young until you get old, boy. Certain things you don't appreciate no more like you did when you was young.
Yeah, man, slow it down.
Slow down.
Yeah, you supposed to be cruising.
Slow down.
Yeah, boy.
Said 120. I didn't think I had seen 120 in a minute.
Shoot, man. Hey. Man, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put the seatbelt on from the back seat on.
So check this out, man. Did y'all see the
He asked a question? No, he asked.
No, he says
get into it.
Okay.
Did y'all see the interview with Cam and the Bryant lady?
Yeah.
Clips.
It was
clips of it.
It was classic.
It was?
Yeah.
It's really
buddy.
good?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who is she to him? Is this
She was a counselor.
she's a counselor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was on one too, man. He was on. It was.
I stumbled across a post that somebody made about it, and I want to read it.
Oh, man.
But please go back and
Pull up
and watch the interview though. But he said, my friend from Chicago said, speaking of Cam, he said he realized even though he's Cam Newton, there's a population of women who don't date men with kids, and he's not the exception. That's the part that hurt him. Unfortunately, not the fact that she brought up that he just goes around breaking homes.
Oh,
he still didn't leave the conversation with the right message though, because he wasn't gonna get it. And man, when I tell you she dug into him and dug into him, because he's Cam, like I'm Cam Newton. He made the statement that I can take a woman and make her into what I want her to be.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And she educated him like, if that woman changes to what your request, it's because she has free will and she chose to do that. She made up in her mind to do that. Right. It's nothing that you did. You know, but Cam, from that interview, and I don't know him personally, but from that interview,
do you want to hear it?
He was being an idiot.
Yeah.
He was being an idiot.
Let me hear some out, bro. If you got it.
Why you say he was being an idiot? Why get together?
Because
divorcee or baby mama.
Okay.
Now, I'm having a hard time to believe a very educated, a very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right. Mm-hmm. That's enough time to find a lot of things out.
I bet.
And yet, no kids, single. I'm not, but I am saying, are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm gonna say, like I said on Nick, the question shouldn't be why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber not married with kids. The question should be, why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies? I think if anything, we need to be teaching our society, take your time, young man or young woman, so that you can get to know not just this person, but yourself first, so that you can choose a life partner, not that that person isn't exempt to divorce, instead of rushing to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama and have multiple kids by multiple women, just to say you have broken families everywhere. I don't see no benefit in that. I believe, like I tell my brother, he's in here, Shane, all the time, and who's 31 with no kids and doing well for himself, take your time. You don't need to rush to an altar just to divorce this woman. And another thing is people who actually feel high valued within themselves, not financially, internally they feel high valued. They're not rushing to have a wife or a husband at the expense of divorce just to feel like they've added value to themselves. Because it's a deficit if you're marrying for the wrong purposes. It is an asset if you're marrying from a place of creating a family, of creating stability, of raising kids who can see this thing move and this house not be homeless, but this house have wealth in it, the real wealth that actually sustains. And so
So you think that people get married just for those things these days?
Yeah.
Not as much.
Yeah.
I don't think as much as they used to.
Yeah.
I think people have learned, I say in the last 15, 20 years, maybe 10, 20 years, but people used to. Yeah. Especially if there was a kid involved.
Yeah, society tells us that by a certain age, I see it really, really close to me. Society tells us by a certain age, you need to be married. You should be married. You should be doing this. You should be doing this. You need a man. You need a woman. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. And we try to fit that narrative.
Some do.
Some try to fit that narrative simply because they're, like she said, you're not happy here. You didn't find self-fulfillment.
Bingo.
With yourself.
Right.
So you got to connect. You're looking for something else to grab hold to validate who you are as a person.
And that's why a lot of those,
and that's why you end up
they end up
where
divorced.
you end up.
Yeah, they end up divorced because you
got to be happy with you first.
Yeah, you're not a real half.
You got to know you first.
Yeah.
If you
know you first.
If y'all gonna come and be one, you might be 0.33.
But you know what? I've seen a lot. You know, I grew up around a military town, and when there's a military town, there's always a small town there. So some of the women right there was just getting married to a soldier just so they can get up out of that town.
Yeah.
Or you never know somebody get married because we grew up in a bad situation, so I'm gonna get married to get up out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can
I
use
get
that.
it.
People use marriage to get what green card. People use marriage to do whatever. Use it to do it all types.
Whatever your excuse or your reason is, it's still the root cause is still what it is. You're not getting married because you are happy with me.
Yeah, this person.
I'm happy with me.
We ain't becoming one.
Yeah.
This is just fulfilling a need or a want right now.
Yeah.
And lust is very strong.
Very strong.
lust is very strong, especially at a young age. You know, when you're young and you get married.
Hey, I was young and full of lust. But not lust enough to say I did.
But you probably didn't have people from within your immediate circle or your family or your loved ones asking you every time you come around. If you hear about it, the women be like, where your man at? Or for a young man, where your lady at? You know, you get it from the elderly, those who are older than you sometimes, and that's a pressure that they want to alleviate.
Is it? But is it a pressure?
Yep,
it's a pressure,
man. Because I went through that, and I said, hey, I get married when I want to get married.
Well, that's why she was. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, she was saying exactly what you said.
That's what I was saying about it. Not as much as they used to. See, back in the day, your circle or your selections may have been limited. You know, that small town mentality. That was your way out. Now you grow up and the world is your oyster. It's right there in the palm of your hands. How dare you try to limit me to this one little town or this one little county or this one little state? No, I'm gonna step out. Let me see what this world has to offer. So people are taking longer now. I've
seen people in present day get married at 18.
Yeah,
they get married at 18, 19. I'm like, what?
One of them got that whip appeal.
They don't even know what the whip.
You don't even know what it is.
The nose open.
Yeah,
you whooped.
But I think people get married more now these days that shouldn't be married than back then. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that.
Please too.
Because now these days people date over the internet. They date over a social app.
Yeah.
And sometimes you seem like when you see people get catfish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they be ready to get married.
Yep.
And now some people get married because of what they see on that app too. And it don't be like that.
It don't be like that.
Yeah, everybody marriage ain't healthy. Everybody marriage ain't Cliff and Claire.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
And it ain't gonna be like that.
No.
Word.
And then the crazy thing, you get married fast, then you bring kids in.
Yeah.
You really don't like her, she really don't like you, but y'all got married just because of an incident that happened. And sometimes it be like that.
Well, like I was saying, if
you know
the kid comes before the marriage,
that's what
they got a kid, and now y'all need to be married.
So, but you don't need to be married. You're not right. You should be. Right. You should be married, but you don't need to be married.
Right.
Yeah. So check this out. Would you stay with a woman? Okay, y'all didn't mess around and had a kid, right?
Yeah.
But y'all went together. Y'all was lusting.
Right.
So now you have a kid, but you know y'all was just lusting. But if y'all was together, this was going to be a toxic relationship, a toxic whatever.
You shouldn't marry her.
But I was watching The Officer and the Gentleman yesterday. You ever seen the movie?
I know what you're talking about.
So my man, same scenario. He thought she was with this. The lady wanted to marry a pilot. And get up out where they was.
Yeah.
Now, his father and his mother taught him, if you have a baby, you marry that woman. So he got out the Marines.
Spoiler alert.
To go get with to marry that lady, right?
Correct.
Because he thought she was pregnant.
Yep.
But when he dropped out, got over there, got out of cab, went and said, "Baby, I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm out the Navy or whatever I'm is." And she said, we can go back to Oklahoma. I'll get my job at Sears and we can raise this kid, right? And she said, no. I wanted to marry a pilot. I wanted to get up out of here. You messed it up.
Yep.
So he was like, what about the baby? She was like, my period came on this morning. There ain't no baby.
Oh, man.
So you know what he does next? What? He goes to the hotel. He checks in the hotel. He takes the ring, put the ring in his mouth, swallow it, drink some liquor, goes back to his room and commits suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say spoiler alert.
Yeah. Man, this movie
old.
Old, yeah, this movie very old.
Very old.
This is crazy.
It's like 90s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But so my take on the whole subject is this. People tend to, like y'all stated earlier, is you know what? We want our marriage to be like Cliff and Claire and all that, you know, there's a lot of and they never experience trauma, anything, or know how to be compassionate or understanding or even compromise. So when you get into that situation, that's when it's like, oh, why did I do this? So now you want to go your separate ways because you don't understand that. So the thing is that people have to learn, like we all say that, well, you know, you have to learn yourself. You have to learn what you are able to accept and what's going to be a deal breaker for you. What's things that you can accept. And then you have to put things in the forefront from the beginning before you even decide to get married. Yep. I mean, if you don't state that in the beginning when you're dealing with somebody, then you basically just wasting your time. You don't, like I say, it's like throwing a fish hook in the pond and you don't know what you're going to get. You know, so it's like, unless it's a loaded pond, but it's crazy. People do, I think people do, you know, would like to, you know, that fairy tale wedding, that big show, and then think it's going to be all.
And it's not that. It's not that. What do you do when work is required? When you have to work at it? When you don't agree? When things happen, then you don't know how to do it because you didn't talk about it. You didn't talk through the non-negotiables. Compromise. You did it out of order. All kinds of things play a part.
Yeah, a lot of things.
We got married. I know my wife might not know, but we got married in 2001. And I say this, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's the truth. And she and I talked about it. We've always laughed together, but we're laughing now.
Hold on, Mario.
Different. It's a different kind of laugh, right? Because with kids out. Kids gone, now the house is empty. Right. We're starting to know each other because we spent 20 years raising kids. Oh, man. 20 some odd years raising kids while at the same time trying to figure each other out. There was no
growing
because we was kids who had kids, who were married, who's trying to figure this thing out called marriage and life at the same time. Yeah. So everything wasn't the Huxtables. Sometimes we were the Cosbys. Yeah. Catch it?
No. Yeah. Y'all was the Evans.
Yeah, the Evans. Yeah. We was the Evans sometimes. Yeah. We wasn't the Huxtables all the time.
But see, that's the thing though. When we talk about the Cosbys, that wasn't 21-year-old Cliff
and they the Huxtables.
21-year-old Claire.
Yeah.
We don't see that story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we don't see the work.
Yes.
Yeah.
The work.
Put in to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know. They wasn't at that level.
Yep.
When we started seeing them, they had already accomplished.
Established,
yeah. When they was, one of them was in college maybe, and the other one wasn't.
Yeah.
And one was in school, and she might have got pregnant earlier than the other one. One got to watch kid, and there's another one. We see all that. We saw the brownstone.
Yeah. Yeah, she at the house with all the kids, and she frustrated, and I'm out here trying to work, and she don't understand. Yeah, man, come on.
That's what we saw.
Yeah.
It was a lot more work that was put in to get to that level.
Exactly.
Mario.
Exactly.
Wait too long.
Mario, are you there?
No.
Hey, what's up?
Peace.
Oh,
peace,
this is
King.
Mario Jones. How you doing, Mario?
All right.
What's going on? I know what you want to get to. Go ahead and get to it.
I'm just a supporter, bro. Like I met one of y'all before, and I know one of y'all cats, so I just be listening in, man.
Yeah, and you know what I like? I like when you talk because you always got another point of view. You don't have the popular opinion, and some people can't stand that. Yeah. But some people need to hear that.
Correct.
But
you're right, bro. A lot of my opinions are really controversial.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah. So check this out, and I know this about to turn some heads. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Tell me why Trump is the answer. Why you think?
Why he is the answer?
Now I'm not gonna say he's the answer, but he's the better candidate.
I don't necessarily think Trump is the better candidate.
Okay.
But I don't know, bro. But I think the party that he represents would be the best party. Like I ain't really like no supporter of, I judge people by the content of their character. So it don't really matter like what party you represent, but I don't really know neither one of them. So just, looking from the outside in it. And we all know how politicians do. We know how the whole arena of politicians is. So, they get on TV and they say one thing and you know what I'm saying? So I kind of leave the personal part out of it and then I just look at it I try to look at it from a bird's eye view, and I just know that the Republican Party is going to better suit the people in general, not just my people, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like based on the foundation of the country and all of that stuff, man. Like this government was never supposed to be a democracy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Constitution promises all the states to be a republic form of government, right? But if you listen to all these politicians, all they talk about is our democracy this and our democracy that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it from a broad perspective of, you know, the framework of America. That's how I'm looking at it.
Okay, that was about the modest I ever heard you talk. That's about the modest I ever heard you talk, man.
Because I ain't really into politics, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really care about, you know, I ain't voting and I don't care about none of that shit.
So, you know what, but I was thinking the other day, right? Whoever is in that seat, right? But if people as a whole and black people as a whole, if we ever got the chance to vote as a collective, it don't matter who's in that seat.
Expound on that.
Hello?
Say that again.
Mario, you still there?
Absolutely, bro. I'm here.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that, because if we ever, it's just like you see Jewish people, you see Irish people, when they go to go get the Jewish vote, they go get the Jewish vote as a collective, right? And they hold them to that. And when they get the vote, they get most of that vote. Now, when you go to black people, you're not going to get all the vote, right? So that's why nothing ever is done for us. Now, if we vote as a collective and we had a big enough and our vote was really meant something strong as one, everybody voting together, it wouldn't care who's in that president as long as they did something that we need them to be done.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I say about that.
Yeah, but we're never going to be a collective. We're never going to get all these votes based on what we already know, though. Mm-hmm. We're already split. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to come together on something splintered like that.
Splits.
So that's why we could never hold nobody responsible. And we'd never get what we want. Now, some of us are going to get what they want. The other ones ain't going to get what they want, right? And some people going to vote just to get married. If you, just like we was talking about, they going to vote just to vote, not knowing what they're voting for. Like we was in the barbershop and I asked questions about two people, right? I said, who you going to vote for? We were talking about, boss, who you voting for? He said, I'm voting for Miss Harris. I said, why you voting for Miss Harris? Because she's black. He said, yeah. I said, do you know anything about it? Anything about her agenda or what she's going to do? No, I'm just going to vote because she's black.
Yeah.
So then I asked, somebody was in there, I said, why you going to vote for Trump? I said, do you know anything about Trump or what he's going to do? I know when he was in the chair,
I got to check.
Money was distributed.
Yeah. But why? Why was it distributed, though?
Who was
5 why? Do 5 why. I like to do 5 whys at that moment. Why?
You can't. There ain't no why. They couldn't do 1 why.
Yeah, that's what I know. So that's why that answer is.
So when we do go vote, you just vote. That's why your vote makes no. I'm gonna say it again. That's why your vote has no power. Because nothing. It has no substance about it because nobody's pushing.
Well,
you
can say that because you don't vote.
Your vote has power. Your vote has the power.
Yeah, your vote definitely has power.
I'm voting on this.
Okay.
So if your vote doesn't have any power,
your vote don't got no power because you don't vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that twice.
But I'm just saying, your voice heard.
But
I'm gonna say, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all finish.
But as far as voting, the thing that you spoke that we don't do, and as a collective and as a group, it's the open hand versus a fist.
Yeah.
You know, we're an open hand.
Yeah.
So we are splintered in how we vote.
Right.
But when a collective group of different states, shout out to Georgia, when they make up their mind to do things together, things can change, and you can have an impact to make a change. Now, for the folks who are disenfranchised and can't vote and just speak and they just regurgitate what they hear.
Yeah.
I just know that chicks was that's just
Yeah,
something that
that's just something to say.
that's just somebody ignorant spit.
Yeah.
They just repeating
There's no
ignorant jargon.
Yeah.
I know that, but like you said, the 5 W's, they don't discuss or understand the who, the when, the where, the why that was going on, when it was happening, why it looks like that when he was doing it. But I know when you're talking about someone who's supposed to be a representative, if you're going to be an American, I just think that there's a certain level of decency that you would need to call into a position of power. Someone who you gives the title, who is earned and is going to get the votes for the commander in chief of your country, whether you like it or not. You live here in America. You American. You know, so it's definitely going to have an impact. And when these people have representation of you, you know, for foreign dignitaries and things like that for other countries, there's a level of decency and respect that I want affiliated.
That comes with the seat.
Have you ever seen it?
From who?
Have you ever seen it?
I know where I haven't seen it from or where I don't
I'm
get
talking
from.
about, have you seen that level of decency in the president?
Yeah.
No, you seen it on TV.
That's all I need to see.
But no, that ain't all you
Where
need
else
to
am I
see.
gonna see it?
How am I gonna see it anywhere else?
So George Bush was decent?
Yep.
Yes.
He was decent.
Nah.
When was he indecent?
Yeah.
When was he? So when I speak of decent, when I say
I ain't
decent,
saying he
like I
wasn't.
say you're a decent. Like when I say Jamel is a decent person,
Because you know me.
No, I'm saying, but because I see you.
Because you know me.
But I can only judge the press. Of course, I'm not going to eat dinner with Trump and Harris.
But see, I didn't say Trump or Harris. I went back to, I said, was George Bush decent? And you said yes.
Yes.
But you don't know, but you've seen when Reagan and Bush was in error, what happened to our communities.
Yeah,
is that decent?
What they did wasn't decent.
What you do is what you are.
That representation before they got into those offices and before those positions, there's a way that they carried themselves.
Yes. Otherwise, you wouldn't get there.
Yeah, you can't get there. Donald Trump showed you that.
Because he has a whole the thing
and that's
that
what I don't want representing me.
Of people that think like him that push him to that place.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that thought like that.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying this to start an argument, but I'm saying just
look,
because when we use decent, there's no way you can sit in that seat and be decent. Yeah. So because at any given time, you're gonna have to do something that's immoral. You know why?
No,
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about surface level.
We're just talking about
tip of the iceberg.
Right there, like
tip of the iceberg.
Explain something.
Like right there, like.
But
like
when
you look at Kamala, do you see a decent person? Do you hear a decent person? That's all I'm saying.
We don't know.
I'll let Mario answer that.
Anybody can answer. Do you hear her talk? Does she sound sensible?
What do you say about words?
See, here's what we do.
What do you say about words? Words can fool anybody.
It don't matter. Then fool me. But that's what I'm saying. Fool me from the seat.
But that's what they're supposed to do.
So you want to get fooled?
Fool me from the seat.
Yeah.
No, so you want to get fooled from the seat.
So I want to be called. You want me to call you an ignorant nigga from the seat?
But you want to be fooled.
And you want me to call an ignorant nigga?
Do you want to be fooled? I've never in life wanted to be fooled. I want to know what I'm messing with.
But what I'm saying is, Jamel, how are you going to know? Are you going to eat dinner with her?
No, you going to do some research.
So research that you got that says she's not a decent person.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
I'm saying she's a decent person.
You said that. And I said you said I'd rather be fooled by a decent person. I don't want to be fooled in nothing. Who wants to be a fool? If I said it wrong, go back and tell me. That's what I heard.
What are we talking about?
I never wanted to be fooled.
I think politicians are just like preachers.
Yeah, so you don't listen to preachers. You don't listen to politicians. So you don't listen to preachers. You don't listen to politicians. What
No. I'm saying you don't know. You can't judge. You don't know. That's all I'm saying. Like we only see the preacher on Sunday, maybe Saturday, maybe one other day out of the week, but we don't know what go on in his house with his wife.
Right, exactly. But you're not supposed to know.
And what I do
that's
see,
what I'm saying. You're not supposed to know.
If I don't see
you're supposed to know what the preacher do.
And if I see him.
That's my spiritual leader.
When I see him, I want him to be.
If that's your spiritual leader, that's your spiritual leader, then God will give you discernment. So He will show you. God will show you Himself what your spiritual leader is doing. If that's what you want to know.
Okay,
Because
you should
how else you gonna find?
He used preacher, but go back to politics.
How else you gonna find?
But we all know it's the people that put the money behind the person that get behind that person that's sitting in that seat that get the most results.
That's what I want about executive branch.
I understand how the United States government works. Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you went to church, right? Would you go to a church that the preacher's cussing from the pulpit?
If that's something that you're attracted to.
You would go there.
Yeah, if you're attracted to that,
you would not go there.
And that congregation is going to go to that
would
church.
Would you go there?
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, me personally, no. But
That's what I'm saying.
It's all what you're attracted to.
That's all, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
There ain't nobody saying he right.
I'm not saying she right or she wrong. Because at the end of the day, I don't know her.
I don't subscribe to that.
I don't know her. I don't know him.
Right.
But all I can judge you on is what I hear you say.
Yeah. And
what I hear you talk.
And
how I hear you talk.
And where we from and where I live, they give you two choices.
That's it.
But where I'm from, it say believe nothing you see and half of what you hear.
Well, I think we was all raised. Was we all raised from the Bible? Because I'm a country boy. My grandparents raised me, right?
Agreed.
So in the Bible, they taught us to be. I put this in the chat earlier, but in the Bible, it say to be in the world, but not of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So all of this political stuff that we talking about, it's sinful if you look at it from an objective perspective, because all these systems and stuff that these men created, we trying to be a part of it. So I'm saying if we're gonna criticize the politicians and anybody, if we're gonna critique anybody's life, I think we need to first put the mirrors in front of our own lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that can be taken multiple ways, though. The Bible says, "Be in the world, but not of the world." Being in the world means that you're subject to the laws of what happens, and one of the laws of what happened is you exercise the right to vote, whether you choose to or not. You have the right to do it. But being in the church does not mean that you're subject to that. You understand where your help really truly comes from. So if you vote for Kamala, it doesn't matter. I gave her my vote. If you vote for Trump, I gave her my vote. But I understand, though, the grand scheme of things, everything that I need will be supplied by God. It doesn't mean that I don't have to participate. You still can participate, because that also in the Bible about participation.
Right.
But when the Bible was written, we couldn't vote.
Right. It was no government. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
we don't need, listen, what I'm saying is, these laws and so the laws that you talk about, the laws that's in the Bible, the Bible says that we should follow the laws of the land.
Yeah.
But the laws of the land in America is the Constitution. It's not these codes and statutes and these positive laws that man then came up with.
Gotcha.
It's two different laws in America. It's positive law, and then that's like the codes and statutes. And then on the flip side, you got natural law or common law or God's law. So I'm saying if you subscribe to God's law, then by default you following or you going according to man's law. But you don't have to subscribe to these. Listen, what I'm saying is the United States is a federal corporation.
I get you.
Not really what.
I get you.
Right. So and the seat of that, the location of that federal corporation is in DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Congress, it's the legislature where all these positive laws get made up.
Yeah.
And I'm saying everything that come under that, the DMV, Social Security Administration, all these everything, the legislation, all of it is created by man.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And I'm saying if we partake, for example, if you say, look, I was having a conversation with my boy, right? So LeBron James got a real high net worth, right?
Yeah.
But we as the outsiders, we look at it like LeBron did something for LeBron. But LeBron ain't did nothing for LeBron. LeBron was given a gift, right? But his gift ain't basketball, it's athleticism. Because he could have did anything with his athleticism. So he didn't take his gift from God and then create something from his gut or from his brain. He used his gift from God and he subscribed to the NBA. So that's where he get all the endorsements and all of that stuff. So if you really think about it, LeBron hasn't used his gift to create something on his own. You dig?
Yeah, I dig. So let me rebut that though. So gifts comes without repentance, right? Because that's in the Bible as well, right? So let's say God gave LeBron a gift. And let's say, like we always do, God gives you a gift. God gave me a gift. God gave my podcast mates a gift. And we sit on it. Does LeBron has a net worth that he has?
No.
So LeBron had to do something, right? Because if you got a gift and don't do anything, then you don't reap anything.
Absolutely.
Gifts without works equal nothing.
Yeah, but that's not my point, brother. I'm just saying that, like, he didn't really create anything. Yes, he did use his gift, and you're right. Faith without work. I agree with everything you're saying. But my point is that, like, if you really a believer, why you got a job? I'm saying, why don't we use our gifts? Like, when I say gift, I'm saying, like, even though LeBron got athleticism, he had to have what I'm trying to say is it's the mental capacity. You know what I'm saying? To do this, for example, for you and 3 of your brothers to sit around the table and to sharpen each other and to say, hey, you know what? My idea is better than all 3 of y'all ideas, so y'all need to come on board. And then we vet everything and we lay it all out and we boil all the water out the pot until we see who got the better idea, because it's always somebody better. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm saying, if we use these gifts that God give us and we try to come up with something from our gut, then we can say that we have this. Okay, for example, when who on the phone right now can determine their own worth without any other person, without any other entity being involved?
Their own worth or net worth?
It don't matter, however you want to look at it, because money is you know, from the concept. You know what I'm saying? Money is even from the mind of a man.
So you saying,
you know what I'm saying?
So you saying who can go out? Correct me if I'm wrong. You saying who can go out in the world and just use what they got from God to make a living? When I say make a living, not in money, but just to take care of themselves and live.
I guess broadly, yeah, but to narrow it down a little bit, I'm saying, like, can anybody say, well, look, I'm worth $5 million, whatever? Because, like I say, now we talk about human constructs. None of this what we talk about really ain't like high level spiritual nothing. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, like, they ain't like real spiritual people. Like, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just talking about how, think about it, bro. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but the government in its inception, in the beginning, bro, the impetus of the government was never advantageous to people that look like us. Never, ever, ever, ever. I'm saying over time, you know, people made, you know, what they call them, amendments and stuff like that. And listen, the 14th Amendment, like, that's what made us or gave us citizenship as niggas. You know what I'm saying? But now in 2024, everybody a 14th Amendment citizen. It don't matter who you is. Why? As long as you using these benefits and these privileges that the government provide for you, then you can't turn around and tell them nothing. Matter of fact, bro, anybody on this podcast right now, if you got $100 million in your bank account and the government say, hey, you know what? It's a national crisis. We need some help. They can just take your stuff. They don't have to ask you for nothing. Yeah, because it's not yours. You didn't create it. It say Federal Reserve on it. So whose on it is?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you got $5 million, you really don't got $5 million.
You ain't got nothing.
No, because you can't go get it.
No, I'm saying can't go dollars get it in the ain't worth nothing, bro. We live in a debt-based society, and it's all fiat currency. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no real money in circulation. It's called money of account. It's all like numbers on computers and shit. Like, ain't like no real gold and silver in circulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people playing with us, man.
They are, and I always tell people money ain't nothing but an emotion.
I mean, it's necessary though.
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, it's necessary, but it's like an emotion. It's like if you check your bank account right now and say $5 million, you happy, right?
No, I'm nervous.
If you check it,
I ain't got no damn $5 million.
Just say it like that. This is still an emotion. But come on, stay with me now. But if you check it and that thing say negative $50, what happens to you? You sad or confused or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So one question I want to answer is this. So what do you think about that, what they call, and I don't even like to say illegal immigrants now because it's just like somebody saying niggas. But what do you think about what they call this, the illegal immigrants that's coming into the United States and they're getting this amount of money in food stamps or this amount of money in cash?
It's depressing, man. It makes me sad.
What do you think about that?
I think that shit is there. It's for them. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we be all involved into listen. This okay. So we all understand that the United States is a federal corporation. Then you should be able to understand that the United States is just like McDonald's or Burger King. You know what I'm saying? It's a business, my nigga. Like it wasn't intended to be a for-profit business, but it's still a business.
Yeah, but if I work for McDonald's and if McDonald's is the part, if I'm born working into
but why are you working for McDonald's?
Because I'm born here. I'm born in America, my dude. I don't know what you're talking about as far as where I'm gonna do. What you want me to do? Move somewhere else? I got to pay taxes.
No.
What you talking about?
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
So if you work for, this is what I'm saying. If you taxes are only benefits and privileges are taxed.
There's certain ways you can arrange them to be heavier or lighter, but you still got to pay them, my guy.
I'm saying if you work a job, then yes.
No, you said we was born if America is McDonald's. What I'm saying is if I'm born in McDonald's, I can't change.
Oh no. I guess. I guess I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Like in the world is dual, right? We live in a dual world, like it's up, down, left, right, men, women. That's what kind of world we live in, right? So the law follow those same natural orders. So that's what I'm saying. It's the United States of America is dual. You got the federal corporation, then you got the constitutional republic. That's what I'm saying. One is a business. The other one ain't like that, bro. It's different. That's what I'm saying. You got natural law and you got positive law. That's what I'm saying. We talking about two different things. Like this is what I'm saying. Okay, here's what it's almost synonymous to. It's almost what I'm talking about is synonymous to what the Amish do. And I ain't saying that's how we should live. I'm just saying that they don't take no benefits from the government. Everything that they do, they get it on their own. You know what I'm saying? And you don't never see them people in court. You don't never see them people being like, the government don't fuck with them people because they don't have any jurisdiction. Those people don't vote.
It's true what he's saying, though. I've been through Amish towns. They live in the United States.
What state? Where
they live in America.
They're everywhere.
They live in America.
One of the biggest populations in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but they live out in the country.
Let me ask y'all this: Are y'all United States citizens?
Yes,
that's what they told me.
I am.
Right. Okay. So no, but you're really not because we just established that the United States is in D.C. It's a 10 by 10. That's where the United States is. It's the seat of a It's the seat. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like United States, it's not like the geographic. It is, but that's why I'm saying it's dual. It's two. It ain't just one. It's both. Like you understand? Like y'all know it's different language. Y'all know how they. Y'all know this stuff, man. Y'all know
so
how
when we was in D.C. So you saying? Huh? I know what he's saying. We was in the D.C. We was in the United States. Right.
I'm saying that's what. No. I'm saying that if you look in the law, I don't know the code off the top of my head, but it'll tell you that the United States is located in the District of Columbia.
Yeah,
it'll tell you that.
I've seen that.
I'm talking about their laws will tell you where the seat of the government is, and if you think about it, it makes sense because that's where the laws come from, right? That's where Congress at. And so what I'm saying is like, yes, we are Americans because we were born here. Before America, as a matter of fact, if you was born in South Carolina, you were South Carolinian. If you was born in Florida, you're a Floridian. You dig what I'm saying? Now, when you start participating in these benefits and like when you, here go where it started right here, when our mamas and our daddies or our parents get us a birth certificate or a social security number, because those are applications, you dig? We don't need those. Only way we need those is if we're going to participate in this system. But you don't necessarily need them. Like if, like public school, you don't have to do that. You don't have to send your children to public school. You don't have to get welfare. You don't have to get lights.
So
you don't have to get water.
But that was the
I'm
part.
saying if we use our own intellect and these minds that God gave us, if we really trust God, if we really got faith in God, you dig what I'm saying? Then we don't be of the world. We in the world because that's where we born. But being of the world is all these systems that man done created. And then we try to justify by saying, well, you know what? The system ain't got no life in it. But I'm saying, though, the people who created this system, what was the intent of their hearts? You know what I'm saying? Like what they created this system for? Marriage. We talk about marriage.
Mario.
I'm saying why if I meet a woman on my own accord and I like her and she like me and we decide and we allow God, or we not allow, but we in the presence of God, we say, you know what? We're going to be together forever. That's our contract. Now, why are we going to let another man's system have any interest in our union? That don't make sense to me, bro. It makes no freaking sense. And now it's like I done made God secondary, because if something happened in this union and me and this lady want to do something different than what we already got going on, not that that's an option, even though we know it is, but I'm saying you don't go into the relationship thinking like that, but people grow. And I'm saying me and a woman can amicably grow apart and do our own thing and still have love for each other and all of that, but not want to be married. You know what I'm saying? So if we come to God and we say, God, we've grown apart. God, we don't want to do this no more. If we do it on our own, then that's okay. But now it's like we got to go get a marriage license. Well, not have to, but in people's minds, it's like, well, let's get married. Let's go to the state. Let's get let's do this. The state recognized. So, and when y'all get, you know what I'm saying? It's like if something happened, you got to go and ask these niggas. These niggas ain't had nothing to do with y'all getting together. But now that y'all want to do something different, I got to go lick these people boots and get some get right from them. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense, bro. It don't make no sense. And people can get married in the church.
Mario.
You can get married in the church.
Yeah, but Mario.
All day long.
Mario.
You and your wife
Mario,
have a legally binding contract.
I'm gonna mute
y'all
you.
right in front of each other and have it notarized.
Mario, I'm gonna mute you. You ain't giving.
It's a legally binding contract. It's the same.
You ain't giving nobody a chance to talk, Mario.
Same.
Mario.
But you ain't got the state involved.
Mario.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got this third leg dragging behind you. You know what I'm saying? But we say we believe in God, though. We say we got faith in God. That's what I'm saying.
Mario, you ain't giving nobody a chance to talk, man.
About the 5 wives.
Come on, man. Mario, you just said an earful, right?
I think a lot of people criticize other people, but the mirror. They don't be holding the mirror. I'm still on the phone, man.
Yeah, you ain't listening. Can you hear me?
No, he can't hear that, man.
Mario
went 360 on you.
Yeah, but you know what?
Look at the comment. Someone said,
"Yo, well, check this out. Like Mario, he said some stuff, right? And we gonna laugh, but a lot of the stuff he said was true. But there's only a certain type of people that know that stuff, like Moorish Americans and things like that. Like he was true, like the Amish people. Yeah, they don't need nothing. Only time it's like they got us, right? Mm-hmm. Some of us, right? When you start taking welfare, when you taking stuff like that, and you start taking these government handouts. But if you stopped all that and you say no, we ain't getting none of that, you got to do the work then. Mm-hmm. And we ain't willing to do the work.
So here's my question that I was going to ask Mario.
He ain't on the phone.
I know. I was going to ask him this question though. What happens when you find out that an Amish person is on welfare?
I mean,
I just want to ask because I want to say because we say that, but we don't know. But how is it that we know that these people, the Bushes, and they're not decent people? Mm-hmm. But we know that the Amish do it all on their own.
But have you ever been to Amish town?
I get it.
Have you been to an Amish town?
I get it. I get what you're saying.
You didn't answer my question.
No, my answer is gonna be no.
Okay.
But I'm still saying
Yeah,
that
so
doesn't.
when you go to an
you
Amish-
going to an Amish town doesn't mean you know how they get what they got.
Come on, man. They live in houses with no electricity.
Doesn't matter.
You don't need. They grow their own food, man.
Doesn't matter.
Everything we need to. Everything we
doesn't
need
matter.
in this. Everything. But what you saying is just something to say.
No,
to
it's
take
not.
It over
No,
there.
no, it's not.
You know what
No,
I'm
it's
saying?
not. I'm just saying. How
Come
do you
on,
know?
man.
How do you know? It's so easy for us to know.
But you believe
this,
everything.
but we don't-
You believe everything they tell you on TV. You believe?
don't.
No, I
yes,
don't.
You do.
That's not
I ain't
what
talking
I
to you.
said.
I ain't talking to you.
You need to talk to him because that's not what I'm telling you.
But
I'm saying you so easily commit to
on,
this,
man. I
but
didn't
it's so
commit to
hard for you to
nothing.
commit to this.
I didn't commit
you
to nothing.
because when he was saying, he was like, "Yeah, he's right. He's speaking it right." He's
No, I
speaking it right.
didn't. Because that's stuff I've read. I've been places you haven't.
Good. I'm great. Captain,
Yeah,
pat
and
yourself
I've read
on the
books
back.
with this.
Take this
Right?
and pat yourself
Right?
on the back.
I'm not
but that
led.
don't mean nothing.
I'm not led.
That don't mean anything.
leave my
though.
own- I'm not
It
led.
still don't mean anything.
But
though.
check this out.
Just because you speak, you older than me.
Come on, man.
You're supposed to go. You win more than me.
Right now, you emotional. You like a chick over there, man. Let me talk then.
Go ahead and talk.
Let me talk.
Go ahead and talk.
Just because when somebody don't agree with you, you start making them all crazy faces
Yeah,
and stuff.
I
Just
make
because
crazy faces
The thing is, this is a podcast.
It doesn't matter. You've seen
This is-
podcasts
no,
with other
stop.
people on the podcast.
Ain't
make
nobody
faces.
emotional like you. What we do, we let
You
people
win.
talk.
You win.
Hey, don't nobody got to win. Let
You
them
win.
talk.
You win.
And if you
did I interrupt
I
him?
win. I win because I'm the host.
Hey, you the
Man.
host. You're right. You the
Yeah,
host today.
yeah.
Tomorrow too. You the
Yeah,
host.
yeah, 'cause it's my shit.
Yeah, good. I'm
Right.
good. You ain't got to tell me no more. You told
It's
me one
mine.
time.
Yeah.
This the second time you told me.
Straight
I'm good.
up.
It's
Yeah.
yours.
Man.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Hey, fine with me too.
It's cool.
Fine with me too.
Ain't
dog.
nobody getting emotional except you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come on,
It's a
man.
podcast.
Yeah.
We get emotional.
Check this out. No, but if somebody say something you don't agree, you don't have to go after that person.
I ain't attack
You don't-
anybody.
Can I talk? I'm still talking. Can I get the mic? Or I got to mute you?
You can move me. This your
Shut
show.
up.
This your show.
But we don't have. That's theirs. That's theirs. We can't do nothing by how they believe, right? We just on here answering questions. Now, if they hit a nerve and you don't let it show, man, we seen you. I had to tell you, hey, man, watch your face.
We peep. Why? Why?
I'm gonna tell you watch your face.
Watch my face. We
Because
people
you
not
sitting over here
robots.
doing like this.
Are we robots?
But that's not true. You can't get mad at this dude.
I
Just like
ain't
you got
mad
mad.
at him.
Just like you was upset because what the lady said. That's their belief.
I ain't mad at her though.
Look at your voice.
I got the same
Come
tone you
on, man.
got.
I don't think
Come on now. My name's Jamel Lau. We out of here, man.
Semantics, guys. Semantics.